I think Billy Joe Saunders is a fighter.
I rate him British standard for sure, but you know, the kid's got nothing that I can deal with. You know, I've seen him decent hand speed, decent power, but you know, I put him away in probably 5 or 6 rounds.
No? Well, let me tell you for what. Just one there, Kogan, please. He's full of shit.
I see the other day on Twitter bickering with Chris Eubank Jr. That's been ongoing for a while. I don't know if you had anything to say about Chris Eubank before, but what started all that off again?
I didn't really start it off. I think he mentioned that with you, I think, Coogan. That he said he knocked me out in 4 or 5 rounds. I don't know if you got him to say that or anything, because it's the biggest joke in boxing, really, because he's not even British level, is he, really? He's shit. He is shit, and that's the end of it. I mean, I can't describe in any other word but shit. Every time I think of shit, I think Chris Eubank. You know what I mean? When I'm having a shit, it's thinking Chris Eubank. He's terrible. He is shit.
The idea, I suppose, behind getting you two together, obviously there's been a bit of words going on between you and Chris Eubank Jr., but is this a fight you potentially see in the future?
Listen, I'm British Commonwealth, soon to be European. I don't really need him. But you know, when you got everybody you speak to, when you're gonna smash him up, this and that, and he is arrogant. Everybody don't like him. I think he's a little prick, to be honest with you. But you know, what really can you do about it? Listen, I would love to fight him. I don't want to go in and hurt anybody, never. But I'd love to get in there and just put him through pain and just hurt him so bad and embarrass him, because his dad embarrassing boxing. Who right? Can he actually beat? Can he beat? He can never ever beat Golovkin, and his dad goes and says he can beat Golovkin. He's insulting everybody's intelligence by saying that. Golovkin would probably beat him, me, and every other middleweight we've got on the same night. Let's have it right, yeah? Let's speak realistically now. How is he going to do that? He's terrible. He's Chris shit Eubank Jr. He's right. He ain't got no bottle, no arse at all. That's what he ain't got, no bottle. And I'll slap him so hard.
Even though saying that, you know, I'm the biggest money fight that he's ever going to get. And that's the only reason why Saunders wants to fight me, for the money. He doesn't want to fight me. He just wants to get the money that he'll make from the fight.
Is it safe to say the biggest test of your career?
Test? I don't know. I've got to spar my little boy tonight. He's 5 and that, and he's pretty dangerous. So maybe, I don't know, maybe a little 5-year-old's bigger test than Chris Eubank Jr. People don't understand. People saying it's going to be a good fight. It's an interesting fight talking about it, but when the bell goes, then I'm going to show people how interesting it's going to be. Have you ever heard the game of Eat the Jab?
I have.
That's what we'll be playing. We'll be playing Eat the Jab, eat the left hands. Basically, we're playing eating leather. He'll be eating all the leather. Time I finish fighting with him, he'll be a super heavyweight. But yeah, he's answered all the questions there. He's going to deal with me on the 29th. I'd like to know what round it is, though, because I'll have a bet on it.
What's the deal with this £100 bet you had on TalkSport?
Right, my lawyer's over there, Robert Davis. If he wants to, we set it up now. If he wants to contact his lawyer, I'll do the £100 bet. And when I win, it will be going to next step, £100,000. If he wants to do it now, my lawyer's over there, Robert Davis. I'm sure he'll get contact with his lawyer if he wants to do it today.
You know, in response to that, like I said, when he first offered that bet, I'd love to do it. He said his lawyers would be in contact with my people. We've heard nothing, and we will continue to hear nothing because, you know, like I said, he's a hype guy. He says things, but he knows really that there's never going to be anything like that. If there was, we would have heard it by now, but we haven't. So, you know, he's a walking contradiction. He talks about how you know, I've skipped the line and I don't deserve to fight him, and you know, I'm rubbish and all this stuff. But you know, for the last 2 years, in every single interview he's ever had, all he ever talks about is me and how much he hates me and how much he's going to bash me up, and he just loves to fight me. So you know, it's one or the other, you know what I mean? And you know, as far as where this rivalry came from, you know, I didn't even know his name until I was asked about him, and then I had to go on YouTube and see his fights and stuff like that, and see that he's been saying all this stuff about me in interviews. I was like, okay, well, you know, I'm sure that's a fight that'll happen down the line. You know, he's got what he wanted. He's talked his way into the fight. He is the champion at the moment, and really, it should have been me that was, you know, kind of gunning for the fight and talking about him. It's been the other way around. You know, he's talked about me non-stop throughout most of his career, and now he gets his chance to you know, to see if he can back up those words. But
I'll give you a chance to share the ring with Chris Eubank Jr., which I'm privileged to do.
That's right. It is a great privilege.
That's a privilege for me
and one
to
that
do.
you're going to regret.
But also, like I say, I think he was a very lucky man to look me up on YouTube, because he's getting the biggest payday he's ever probably going to get in his boxing career. So big thanks to YouTube for that, for looking my name up, and you know, he's fighting me now. And now listen, like I said, all the talking's been done. What's going to happen to him is, listen, there's not going to be a boring fight like we've been watching pay-per-view match. You can see a good fight, but my fight, nobody else's fight. It's all about me. In that ring, he would do what I wanted him to do when I wanted him to do it, and he knows that. He knows that's what he's got to do.
Do you expect the fight to go the distance, and Chris as well?
No, Chris is going to knock me out. Listen, he's already said that. He's going to knock me out. That's his fairyland world. But in his own head, deep down, he knows what's going to happen. He knows. He knows he's not ready for me. I've been in more championship fights. Listen, it's a puncher's chance. Anybody's got a puncher's chance. That's the only chance I'll give him, is a puncher's chance. I mean, who have you
I'm
boxed?
going to give you no chance.
Alright, who have you boxed? Name someone you boxed.
Doesn't matter who I boxed.
Alright, name one undefeated fighter you boxed.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't, okay.
I know I am.
Now, you're all boxing people here.
And
That
I know
doesn't
you
matter.
are.
That doesn't matter. Okay.
And, you know, it's going to be a serious shot. You know, it's one thing to talk about a shark, it's a completely another thing to fight, to swim with him. And, you know, you're going to have to swim very, very fast to even come close to beating me on the back.
I don't know, there was tension in the room, wasn't there? Everywhere. He said a few things that made me laugh, literally made me laugh.
What in particular?
That he's going to break me heart. You wouldn't break my heart with AK-47. So I know he's not going to break my heart.
Do the head-to-head of the weight.
No photo.
Richard.
Richard.
He won't make it to the ring. Keep on him, Bill.
Like the cameras. Start to have you. Frank, take your hand off. Watch, he's going to go, he's getting. I'm coming! Billy Joe, don't cry. His lips going, his lips going. His body's rapid, Joe.
We're beer all day.
Carry to it.
Billy Joe, hold it for the ring, he's going to cry.
He blinked! Come on, Joe.
Richard!
He's joking, boys.
Richard!
He's joking, Bill. He's joking.
Richard, please.
Well on, Billy Joe. Go on, kid.
Come on, Bill!
That's what he won't get away with Billy Joe Saunders. What they do with other opponents, when he overreaches and misses, Billy Joe will score, will make him pay.
And let's not forget Billy Joe Saunders, the southpaw. How well will Eubank cope with that? That's another nice body shot from Saunders. He's outboxing him right now. The target. Oh, good shot. Good left hand from Saunders. Best punch of the round.
Yeah, Eubank landed with a good shot as well.
Eubank would like nothing more than to have Saunders stand toe-to-toe with him and trade. And maybe there's a macho side of Billy Joe Saunders who'd like to do it.
This is what you got to do when he's in close. Good
Saunders
shots back.
trading, then tying Eubank up using his experience.
Well, Billy's a tough kid, isn't he? So, you know, he's going to fire back when he's getting caught.
This is the footwork, the speed of Saunders, not quite where it was. Oh, that's a good shot.
Oh,
lovely right hand.
lovely.
That is quality boxing from Saunders. And another good jab. And again.
Good body shot.
He's getting back on his boxing.
Oh, that's lovely. Lovely work. Not a load of power in those punches, but they're good standout scoring shots.
It's actually boiled up into a pretty serious fight, this one. Not a huge amount of respect between them. They didn't touch gloves.
Not at all. And Eubank trying to jump on him and trying to get a little bit of a surprise.
The last round, and you heard Jimmy Tibbs imploring Saunders to throw the jab, to box him. Eubank wants to make it into a brawl, has to try and take him out.
He's throwing everything but the kitchen sink.
Hasn't landed the big clean shot. There he does! Great uppercut. Saunders takes it. That landed right on the button, and Saunders took it. And Billy Joe is a hard boy himself. Great right hand.
Well done. Brilliant. Really good work there from Saunders.
115 to 113 in favor of the winner. He is still undefeated and still the British, European and Commonwealth.
Deep down, I respect him anyway as a fighter. Like I say, to get in that ring and you know, and you got to have, I don't care who you are and who you don't, you got a bottle to get in there. You know, put yourself through agony for 7-8 weeks, whatever. Go away and train, you know. So I respect him, yeah. You know, I still think he's a cunt, but
What's the fight for a world title? The world title's right here.
That's not a world title.
It's a world title.
Do you call that a world title? Yeah.
It's
Are you mad? That's interesting.
This makes me
That makes
rankings than you.
Rankings, yeah.
So,
check the WBC, WBO.
What you want to do is not worry.
Not with box rec, whatever else. Listen.
All
right, the rankings, box rec. I've beaten you. Chris, I'll beat you, mate. Yeah. You've been beat. I've beat you. Yeah. You know I'll beat you. Come on. Right. Did you win that fight?
You were holding on for dear life for 6
Right.
rounds.
Let me tell you one thing. Can I ask you one question? Do you think you won that fight?
Of course I do.
Right. Ronnie, I respect him. You're an extremely, extremely knowledgeable man. Ronnie, did you come up to me on the night of that fight, at the last show when you boxed last, and said, "Well done, Billy Joe, you was the deservable winner"?
What's that got to do with me?
I'm asking you, I'm trainer, who trained you. Thank you very much, Ronnie.
This is not
End of story. You're deluded, man. You're deluded, you're on drugs.
You're not a better fighter.
You must be on drugs. I'm a better fighter than you because I've beat you. I've beat you already. I've beat you already. Listen, let me tell you one thing. You will get a rematch when I want to give you a rematch. And you will be on mine.
You know what? You beat him.
Yeah?
Gypsy's your own people.
Oh, well, I see.
How would Spike get on against Christian?
Spike can knock him out cold. 100%. Let me tell you what, if he's shooting off, I gamble with him, I'll have £10,000 with him now, Spike can knock him out cold. I know he will. 1,000,000% fact. It's no good you putting them little eyes, because you know you can knock out.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
I know you're shocked. You're shocked you got beat by me. That's why you're shocked. Well, you're not over it. It's gone now. It's gone 5 months ago. Yeah?
You know what's coming.
You know. All right, listen. It's right you saying that. You know what already come to you, son. I beat you. You got beat. You've lost. You've lost. Your O's gone. Hang on, but your O here. Your O's in that pocket there.
Never.
Your O's in that pocket.
Never.
Take your little belt home and hold your trousers up, because that's all that's good for. You ain't got no good belts, man. I've got the best belts. I've got the best. I'll be fighting for a WBO as well. So what's that? That's international. I'll tell you what I've done. I won the WBO International Continental, what you want to call it. I ain't even got the belt yet for it, because I don't want it.
It's not international.
I wouldn't bother doing that, man. That's no good. Would you bother putting that in front of your mantelpiece? You can show that to your old grandkids when you get old and say, "Oh, listen, lie to them."
Come and get it.
Listen, I don't want it. Keep it. That's rubbish. I'll tell you what I do.
Without
When
me,
I
you're
get the WBO world title,
Without
yeah,
me.
I'll give you a chance, like I said, my man, to my word, but on my terms and conditions. Not yours.
I told you the other day.
Let me tell you one thing, people. Yeah. Let me tell you one thing now. When you're training for a fight, for a big fight, yeah, and you got someone clowning around, you don't know whether they're going to get in the ring with you and fight you or not. Do you not think that does you a bit mentally, and you think, right, he's not getting in the ring with me? Is he going to fight? Is he not going to fight? But let me tell you now. Now I know that I've got the win over him. Next time when he fights me, from day one to the day I'll get in that ring, I know he's fighting because I've got his own. Yeah? When you're training for 6-7 weeks and people's in you and saying, I don't think he's going to fight you, are you going to be fighting? Are you going to... Listen, messing me about, I still got in there with all that, went through all the training camp, don't know whether he's going to fight or not, whether he's going to pussy out, and still beat him. Let me tell you, when I fight you again, little boy, you will get worse than again. 100,000,000% fact, you will get beat. Do you know what? You will get stopped next time. I promise you this, you will get stopped. Listen, you know in that second round when I caught you, yeah? I caught you in that second round. You're laughing. Listen, you're there, yeah? You're laughing. When I caught you in that second round, you see your legs do a little dip. You know. Only me and you know. I caught you in that second round. You know you was hurt. You know you was hurt in that second round. Oh, you best watch it again because you're the only man who thinks you won. I think you need to watch it with the sound on, mate.
I don't think so.
I think you need to watch what I was doing instead of watch what you was doing.
At the end of the day,
staring me out.
The rematch is on the table.
You're the only man who trying to give you a bit of advice from the corner and tells them to shut up. What good is that? That's no good. You did. It's on camera. Everybody heard it.
I'm ready when you want.
Listen, I'm ready when I'm ready. I've got something to do. I've got a lot of money to earn first. Yeah, I've got a lot of money to earn first. While you're sitting in Brighton clowning about the gym with your dad and moving up and down, I'm earning a lot of money. I beat you. My reward is WBO
World
World
Title. What you're going to get for that fight is nothing compared to what you get for the rematch.
What? No, yeah, listen, and you know that as well. Listen, let me tell you one thing. Without me, you wouldn't have got that money.
The rematch is here, take it.
Let me tell you one thing. I guarantee you now, the money I'm getting for a world title, you'll never see in your life. Unless you fight me. Because listen, your biggest payday is me now, not my biggest payday is you. If I want to fight you, I will give you a payday. Listen, I will give you a payday, 1,000,000% fact. Not you giving me it. I will be the champ.
I'm ready.
You're ready, yeah? Fight Spike, then I'll give you it.
Spike doesn't want it.
Spike, listen. Well, sort that out Spike.
After 2 years of trying to get the fight, he's not here.
Yeah?
He should be where you're sitting right now, he's not. And you don't want it either.
I don't want it. I've already beat you, man.
I don't want it.
I've already beat you.
It's right here.
I've already beat you.
Let's fight on May 9th.
Right, what, you want to fight May 9th? Alright, double me. I'll tell you what I do, Frank. Double my purse for the world title and I'll fight May 9th. Not a problem. That's not a problem.
You can't beat him now.
Listen, what I say, I respect Ronnie. Ronnie's an extremely good trainer. He's done extremely good things in boxing. You know, he's one of the most recognised names. But you can only benefit of someone like Ronnie if you want to sit down and listen to him. If you don't want to choose not to sit down and listen to him, and that is your own fault. Because I sit down and I listen to Jimmy Tibbs. I box to under orders. Yeah, because sometimes we fight for arts, we get too much of it and we stand there and we'll have it. But that don't win you fight sometimes. That don't win you fight.
Don't try and trick people into thinking that's the type
I'm not tricking someone. I'm telling you, I boxed to orders, mate, and I beat you. Perhaps if I'd have boxed to myself and my art would have got the better of me, would I have won? I don't know, it could have been a different story, but I boxed to orders. And next time, I will box to more orders and beat you again. That's not a problem. That is not a problem. I'll beat you again.
If it wasn't for me, it would have been a terribly boring fight.
So don't take two to make the fight, no.
Of course.
Alright, I'm just going to stand there and let you punch me. I'm going to stand there and let you punch me to pieces. I'll be a nice boy. I'll have a lot of brains around me to stand there. I'll tell you what we do next time. Do you want to stand toe to toe? Do you want to, listen, I'm asking you a question. Do you want to stand toe to toe next time? Do you want to stand toe to toe?
You don't have it in you.
Do you want to stand toe to toe? I'm asking you, look, do you want to stand toe to toe?
You wouldn't answer me.
Do you want to stand toe to toe?
I'm not telling you what I'm going to do. You don't have that in you.
Exactly. I didn't tell you what I was going to do and I beat you. You told me what you was going to do and I knew what you was going to do.
You nick points and you hold. That's what you do.
Thank you very much.
Floyd
Mayweather was born as well. So he nicks points and he does. Floyd Mayweather was born, yeah. The Floyd Mayweather stands right. The Floyd Mayweather stands right.
Don't ever compare yourself.
Do you? Oh, you do. You said that you beat Floyd Mayweather. Your dad said you beat Golovkin. Golovkin would destroy me and you on the same night. How about that? Hey, he's the only man I know who can beat Golovkin. He's better than Floyd Mayweather Jr. Did you not say you were better than Floyd?
No, I did not.
Did your dad say that?
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Hang on, who heard that? Who heard that interview once? Can someone, come on lads, be honest. Did you hear that? So don't lie to them, tell them the truth.
My father said that...
No, listen. Here we go.
To be as big as Floyd Mayweather.
No, you are going, this man is going to be bigger than Floyd Mayweather Jr. Let me tell you. Ah, mate, come on, listen. Wake up. Wake up, we're in Israel. Wake up. We're not in Las Vegas.
That's the difference between me and him. He's the type of fighter, he looks at a fighter and says, no, I can't beat him. I couldn't beat Gennady Golovkin. He'd knock me out, he'd smash everybody in the same night. Me, I don't care who you are. I will find a way. I'll think of a way to beat you and I'll go into the ring.
Peter, you didn't do that on the 29th of November 2014. Because then you would have been set here the winner. You didn't think of it then, did you? Because you said you'd either die to defend your own And Frank even said on the table, don't say that. Frank, did you say that?
I'll defend my record.
Thank you very much. Hey, listen, yeah. Well,
I'll
beat you, lad. I'll beat you.
give up.
I'll beat you. You know, what Eubanks is doing is waiting around for me. He's just keeping busy at the minute. He's on about fighting for the British title, Nick Blackwell, so he's not looking at Danny Jacobs, was he? So, you know, he keeps mentioning my name. That's because he's thinking about me when he's laying in the bath, even. Before he goes to bed, he thinks about me because I've beaten him.
Billy Joe he's a drug cheat in my opinion. That's my thought on it. I don't think he should be able to fight for that title straight away. But it is what it is. He got caught doing what he was doing. Set a very bad example for the youngsters. And it's another thing as well, obviously, with the rematch. Him having that world title made it hard to make. You know, regardless of what he's done in the past, I still want to fight. I still want the rematch. Can it be made? You know, it's been so many years now. We've tried so many different things. People have been blocking. So I can't say whether it will happen, but if he beats his opponent and wins the title back, then of course that's a fight that I will be, you know, more than willing to entertain after beating James Miguel.
Look, I'll just be short and sweet on him. I have the win. I've beaten him. They hate the fact that I've done that to him. Eubank, his dad, the old nonce, he can't bear the fact that Gypsy has beaten his son, Pikey, because what he don't realise is now that he's upset a lot of gypsies, not me, because I don't care if someone calls me gypsy, pikey, gyppo, I live in a tent, I live in a caravan, I don't care. But a lot of people, he's lost a lot of gypsy fans. He says Billy Joe lives in the caravan, that says it all. That's our culture. We live in a caravan because that's our culture. What he realises that I could buy and sell him and his dad within a click of fingers. So he don't really need to judge me because I live in a caravan, yeah, or the way people dress, or the way people look. Yeah, I mean, look at this man. He carries the belt.
I mean, it's a whole dust around.
No, but all jokes aside, yeah. No, I used an example, yeah. Now he mentioned it to me yesterday. As a gypsy man, what do you think of that comment that Eubank says? Oh, he just lives in the caravan. That says it all.
Disrespectful, isn't it? There's no need for him to say that, is there?
So what did you say?
Well, I can't remember what I said.
He said fuck his mother.
Yeah, I told him to fuck his mother.
That's what he said. He did say that. But listen, I can understand now that they're very, you know, they're very judgmental people. All gypsies are the same. You know, all gypsies are the same. Listen, I can understand people's frustration and anger of it, but it don't get to me. He can say what he wants to me. I'm used to this game. I love mind games. But to say live in the caravan, that says it all. So what? That says it all. We're all scum. All travelling people, if ever I fight him or wherever he fights another traveller, he wants to be careful that do he even make it to the ring. That's what he wants. So he wants to step up with security because he'll have bottles, he'll have everything thrown at him. And to be honest with you, a lot of the travellers in my community are disgusted. English, Irish, Scotch and Welsh, we're all one. We're all one. We're all one travellers. We all come together. Birds of a feather flock together, and we all stick.
Saunders has kind of fallen off my radar. You know, there's so many huge fights out there for me to have, so much money that can be made with, you know, so many different names for me personally, that Saunders is kind of like, it's more personal than anything. You know, obviously we've got the history and that, but in terms of business, you know, I can get business anywhere and everywhere, whereas Saunders can only make money fighting me. That's the only way he's going to get a big payday. He's never had a big payday in his entire career, so he's dying to get in the ring with me so he can make a bit of money.
My heart, my head, I know that Chris Eubank Jr. never beat me as long as he's got a hole in his ass. When Eubank boxes someone's got a bit of movement and he gets beat, people's going to go, oh, he had a bad night, but it's not. Horses for courses.
You know, Saunders needs me. but I'm on to bigger and better things now.
Do you think we'll ever see the rematch?
I hope so. You know, for me now, I'm at the stage now where it's kind of like I don't care anymore. I'm past that. I'm over it. But I know, you know, fans are dying to see the fight. So for their sake, I hope it happens. But me personally, you know, I genuinely don't need him. You know, the amount of profile, the amount of money that I can make in this tournament and in fights after this tournament, you know, I just don't need Saunders. He's, you know, and he cannot say the same. He hasn't got anybody that he can fight that can make him any decent money, get him any real decent exposure. He needs me. So, you know, once I've done this tournament, I'm looking to fight Miguel. And then after that, if Saunders is still around, which I don't even think, I doubt he will be. I'll be surprised if he will be. If he's still about, then, you know, maybe I'll entertain it.
Right, first of all, I just want to explain to the camera as well. I'm not having a dig at anyone, but I see an interview on your channel that was stated by Eubank that David Lemieux wasn't the same fire as he is when he boxed other people. Now, let me tell you the reason why. Did you do that interview with him or Coogan?
I believe it would be Coogan that did
Maybe
that
so.
video.
Right, well, I'm just saying, right, so just let me get this over straight. You're right, he wasn't the same man because I didn't let him be the same man, but I'll just show you why. Something that you didn't do when you boxed Groves is called basic. And that is called, first of all, it's called a jab. Yeah? So just, shall I put it straight out to him or shall I put it out to the public in all?
Whatever you would prefer, Bill.
All right, you can learn off this, but also this is to the young kids who's watching. The first thing is a jab. That's very important in a fight. And with a jab, what you should do is your foot and your jab for a sharp jab go in at the same time, then step out. But if you haven't got good feet coordination, it don't really work. So we go 1 in, out. So that's this little jab. That busters them up, yeah? Then also, when you get a bit of confidence, James, then you start bringing around and you can bust them up even more with a jab, yeah? So that's just a quick one. So that's a jab, that's number 1. Now the other one is a straight 1-2, yeah? But you can't go 1-2 and then expect to throw a million punches if someone's not really there unless they're a punch bag. So if you go step 1-2, they'll give a little roll, or if they go back, then you have to follow them again, change it up a bit. But so that's a 1-2. Yeah, that's not 10 punches per second, but it's a basic 1-2 that works in a fight that you need. Then you have a double jab backhand. So I'm just going through all the basics here. So that's also a part of the basics. Now, also, you haven't got to go forward the whole time and either. You can have a little dance, little flick, little move, flick, flick. Oh, see that? See the sharp, ba-ba-bomb. That upsets them a little bit, and then that gets them coming even more to you and wind them up. That's something I did today. He's a world-class bum, really, because without being disrespectful, if I couldn't beat him, then I'd never put on a pair of gloves again because, you know, his boxing IQ, everything like that, he's fit and strong, that's it. You know, he stepped up against Groves and Groves was, you know, past it really. You know, he retired a fight after. I think that's the Eubank fight, you know, it's a fight that obviously I wouldn't entertain. You know, the only gain I'm going to get out of that is financial. Anything else, I'll beat with my eyes closed. I don't really rate him, I don't put him in I wouldn't put him in the top 5, 6 in England, definitely.
Lastly, we saw Billy Joe Saunders make his American debut. Did you see any of it, Chris? What were your thoughts?
I saw a little bit of it, man. It was embarrassing, especially for a guy who's on performance-enhancing drugs. To fight like that is just shameful. And he's fighting I know, no disrespect, but he was fighting a nobody. So the performance was flat. Eddie's made a very bad business decision, in my opinion, having him a part of the team. But it is what it is.
Junior needs anybody who's going to give him a payday, but anybody decent beats him. You know, he's in it for a good living. Good luck to him. I hope he earns plenty of money. That's one thing I never begrudge anybody of doing in this sport, because it's a very dangerous game. You know, any fight can be your last.